Greetings YouTube. I have tried to condense this video to show the image and it's probably going to look kind of awkward on YouTube, so I'll do a little zooming in, I suppose. But in general, let's start with the left image, shall we? We saw two unique deals come into the contest in the past 24 hours. One was on the iPhone for the Apple Store and the other was on Android, which is what? Everything that's not an Apple, basically. Now, I got quite a bit of pushback last week when I put out a very pointed video talking about how terrible the marketing was for Kabam, that they were putting out this unbelievably A-plus deal for Mastery Cores for Apple users and not giving Android users even a whiff of a similar level offer. And I got some people who were like, Prof, considering how many Android only deals they've given, I can't believe you would be so dramatic about this. Well, let me tell you, these kind of deals that you're seeing in front of you are the typical deals you'll see on an Android or Apple only exclusive. They're not like abomination level deal like the deal we saw actually in the last 24 hours with a 4-star for 50 bucks with some ISO was. But they're also not like, I don't see that deal and think, man, I'm so jealous. If only I could give Kabam my 20 bucks to get disappointed. Because mostly that's what these are. But just to remind you, the one last week, it started out by giving you the units that you would normally get for the deal back by itself for 5 bucks. And then on top of that, you got just hundreds of units worth of Mastery Cores, which you could instantly use to help you expand dexterity or parry for newer players. I mean, it was unbelievable. So to compare that to this is like comparing gold to fool's gold. It's just a losing argument. So for those of you who are saying, oh, this kind of thing happens all the time, no, it doesn't. We have never seen a mastery deal like that just for specific users, in that case, Apple, and we may never see that again. But that brings me to this past 24-hour showing, which at the time of this picture, there's about 8 days for you to purchase this. Now, the question becomes, all right, Android and Apple, what's the difference? Well, you're seeing in the Apple version, which is what's showing on my screen in the game, Hyperion. One of my rank 5 65 champs that I absolutely love. I think he is the perfect champion. Amazing Special 1, Special 2, and Special 3. Poison immunity. Fury stacks for days, and with the current meta of the game, I feel like his heavy attack is so amazing that against people like Medusa and even Iron Man Infinity War, just one of the best attackers you can bring into war, even though he's not a female, clearly. So, if you don't have a Hyperion, you really want to invest in one. Now, this may not be the place to do it, but you're going to one day really want a Hyperion on your team because he also doesn't need to be awakened to be super amazing. So you get 5, what the equivalent of the Hyperion featured premium disappointment crystal. So it's like around a 2% drop rate to get the 4-star, which means you're probably not going to get them. And then you have the ultimate crystal, which is the usual 20% RNG to get the 4-star, 80% to get 3-star, 500 4-star hero crystal shards, 5 golden crystals, which are a total throwaway, and then 1 energy refill for 20 bucks. As I have told YouTube time and time again, if you expect to spend $20 cash on this game at a minimum, you should expect a great deal to be not 1 but 2 guaranteed 4-star heroes. This is a guaranteed 1/4 of a 4-star hero, most likely with a 3-star in the ultimate crystal, and then some semblance of 2 and 3 stars, mostly going to be 2 stars from those Hyperion crystals. I would value this at half the cost. If this was a $10 deal, I'd say go for it. And you might be able to convince me that really, really new players, maybe this is like a C- value, but everybody else, I'm going to give this a straight D-. I'm not going to give it an F because my definition for dumpster fire level trash has changed so much in the past 24 hours with that ISO 4-star deal that it literally, I feel like an F is too high on the alphabet for that deal. So this isn't that bad, but it's still a terrible value given what $20 can get you at any other point. But this is the Apple only side of things, and let's compare that to the Android side of things for those many of you who messaged me today with your Android offer. And yes, I'm recording this at like 1 a.m. before I go to bed and have time to post-produce it because that's how much I work, I guess. I have no life. Okay, so you get the Ronnie crystals, and these are not Hyperion, these are Gwenpool. Gwenpool is traditionally a great champion as well, but tell me, right now, especially in Alliance War, who's going to be more valuable, Hyperion or Gwenpool? Some of you might think, oh, it's Gwenpool because she's a female and she gets the class bonus. Yeah, but without actually having bleed damage, she's pretty much worthless. So I think Hyperion, with the poison immunity, with the fury stacks, with the regen, is way more valuable of a champion. So if you're going to give me the same price for 5 chances at a 4-star Gwenpool or 5 chances at a 4-star Hyperion, I'm going to use Hyperion every time. Now, there are some slight differences between this deal. You get 5 4-star Signature Stone crystals instead of the 500 4-star shards. And I don't know about you, but I would gladly take the 4-star shards over the Signature Stones because I get those Signature Stones every day in normal events just for completing certain tasks in the game. Now, I will say, I would love to combine that with the 5 level 5 health potions instead of the 5 gold crystals. So Android gets the better of the deal with the potions, but Apple gets the better of the deal with both the champion and the 4-star guaranteed shards. And I do believe you also get 1 energy refill with this bundle as well. So trash or cash? I mean, I pretty much already said it, right? But both deals for most players are a generous D-. And for new players, you might be able to convince me that it's a C-. But either way, this is certainly not what you want to spend your $20 on. I can guarantee you that either on Cyber Monday or Black Friday, and last year I do remember that Cyber Monday was significantly better than Black Friday for deals, so keep that in mind without just throwing everything you have to spend on Black Friday this year. But with that in mind, I really think that you can do a lot better for your $20 easily by just waiting and not spending it. You've got 8 days to look at this and to shake your head. But yeah, that's the typical Apple versus Google Play offer right now in Marvel Contest of Champions. And I remind you, this is 4 times the price of that $5 offer we got as Apple users last week. And it's at least 4 times less the value. That's why I was so quote-unquote dramatic when I talked about the bad marketing of that, because you're giving players, these are all gambles. All these crystals are gambles that you see in front of you. Even the Signature Stone crystal could be considered a gamble. You don't know who you're going to get. You don't know what class you're going to get. You're just hoping for one. But Mastery Core deals are a guaranteed value, which is so rare, and really those are the deals to snatch up because you don't have to risk anything. You just get guaranteed value. And so that's why you want to avoid the Marvel Casino as much as possible and invest in the guaranteed Marvel Savings Account, which is, that guaranteed value. So there you go. For everybody who messaged me to do this, I have done this. Trash or cash, Apple versus Google Play. And I hope you have enjoyed the breakdown of this. Just remember, no matter what side you're on, don't buy this. Wait for the holiday deals. You're going to be so glad you didn't waste your cash on this.